TikTok ban.
TikTok ban
Scale
measured
of 1
by
to 10. If TikTok was banned tomorrow, how impactful would that be to your business? Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it would suck. It would be scale of 1 to 10. 5 out of 10, I would say. I would say it's not unnoticeable, obviously. I think we've transitioned a good portion of our audience over to YouTube, get a ton of consistent views and engagement over there. We make about almost like 2 to 3x money-wise from YouTube AdSense than we do from like the TikTok platform. So overall, it would be the brand awareness that we would lose from TikTok, obviously. So it would be impactful for sure because that's a platform that we could we got motion on when it's like we want to like launch a campaign, we want something to happen, we want people to like sign up for this or go do this.
Channel,
it's a huge marketing channel for us in terms of awareness. So like, it would be bad. I also think there's two different like questions here. The TikTok ban. So I think the way that it's set up right now is that it was passed, it's going to be appealed, and I think there's a higher than 50% chance that it goes away after the appeal. Secondly,
not TikTok. The
ability to ban it in America, I think will go away after the appeal. If not, I still think it's set up where it has to be sold within 270 days. So I don't think anything actionable happens within about a year. If I had to say for 99.9% of creators or consumers of TikTok, if you woke up in 271 days on that morning and something was different on TikTok, I'd be shocked. I don't think this will impact any creator or any consumer whatsoever. I think this feels like one of those talking points where it's like, okay, maybe they'll have to sell it. It's just going to be a new owner. It would be like you going to maybe a bad example because some people do change things, but like you had a restaurant in your town or whatever that like you liked, they swapped owners one day. Maybe they changed the recipe or something. That's why it was a bad example because I think they do swap, but
I was gonna say, like, I feel like that can kill a restaurant.
Sure, there's just simply too much money and I think too much awareness on the platform for it to be going anywhere.
If I had to bet, I would bet TikTok is not banned. The free speech stuff is just like, it would be insane to set that precedent. On the flip side, the fact that they've like gone through this a multitude of times and it keeps getting the same momentum when it feels like it should have been killed off right now, to me speaks to the fact like they really do think a Chinese company is influencing the way. And we know that TikTok can have legit influence over not just like
that. I have no,
like you literally just have motion in a sentence. Like pre-TikTok, you would have never said
no doubt
that,
about it.
Right?
TikTok is probably the most culturally influential thing that's like been in America in the last 3 years.
So I think that the fact that it has continued to get here is impactful. We onboarded our head of betting content yesterday, and he said, should we start building snapback bets on TikTok? And
also, by the way, we got just a side note. We have a direct rep at TikTok now.
Oh, nice.
So if you guys have anything you need to be taken care of.
Did you get checked?
He said he was going to send us over like an application or something, and we said we're not going to fill it out, but we could if we wanted to.
So in my head, it's not even a thought. Like, yes, go create content on TikTok. Maybe don't create your whole brand there, but I still would feel comfortable doing that. The one piece of advice would be, if you already are built there, start moving it somewhere else as kind of a hedge, and because you should be doing that once you've built it up on a platform.
Yeah, there's part of me that's low-key be excited that we would now, all the resources that we put into TikTok, we'd put pretty much all into YouTube, I think, long form, and I think our videos on there would be like really fucking good. So there's give or take.
The impact on our business would be like a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
And I don't want to say I'm rooting for TikTok to be banned.
There's part of me that is.
That would be positive for us. But I'm not rooting. Like, it doesn't hurt us by TikTok being a thing necessarily.
I try to separate, like, I don't like TikTok at all as a platform personally. So it's hard for me to separate it from business. Where there's a large part of me that's like, if TikTok went away tomorrow, I feel like I would feel better as a person for whatever reason. I try not to use it that much anymore, but I just don't. I don't think it's like, there's like very rarely ever healthy engagement or healthy comments or like anything productive going on that fucking platform.
Same could be said with Twitter nowadays.
I don't like Twitter either anymore.
Same could be
Used
said
to be
with
my favorite.
Instagram comments.
Yeah, social sucks, bro. Social media sucks.
Right?
I think YouTube is like the only platform I still enjoy.
And I'm sure it's it'll probably have its day.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
It will. But yeah, I guess if TikTok was banned, we'd put our energy into YouTube for sure. I guess the other question would be like, all right, if you're a TikTok creator, where would you side between Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts? It has to be IG Reels.
I would just build on YouTube. I would view it as an opportunity to say, I can build really good content, right? And it doesn't have to be short form, and it doesn't have to be vertical. I can build good content. That, the last however many years you've been working on content, if you've built a successful TikTok following, you can now build that for YouTube.
But you already, let's say you were a newer creator and you were good at creating on TikTok. Like you got into a flow of
What
creating.
made you good?
You just understood how to make the short form vertical content that was engaging, as opposed, because that's a different skill set than like long form on YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Just
like pick a piece of short form content that can't be long form.
no, I mean
It just takes more time.
I'm just saying, like, you already have the formula down to the point where I think you can pick up more motion quickly on those types of platforms.
But you don't even want that. YouTube
Maybe.
Shorts is the
no,
worst.
that's why YouTube
and
Shorts.
Instagram Reel
there's like
following
nothing community based about YouTube Shorts
at all.
whatsoever.
And Instagram Reels is
Not
very,
really. You're
very
right.
like
You're right. It's almost like
like I'm
TikTok or kind of does feel like a little bit of a community. Like everyone knows when they see IG Reels. I never feel like I see the same creators ever. No. It's just like random shit all the time. But TikTok, you're like, I know this guy. Everyone in the comments knows this guy. Like we're all in the same kind of thing together.
Yes.
IG feels more closely related to that.
I'm thinking about
not really.
Casey, right? And his 3 things that happened in the Premier League or in Champions League. Like that has really worked for him because he knows the hook and he knows what to kind of pair with it, the caption and all that. But like that could be expanded to like 8, 10, 12 minutes. No problem. YouTube is content's going to slow down. I really believe that. And so I think getting out of short form is a positive for people.
Short form. I wonder how like short form is going to be looked back on in 10 years. Like this entire era of just like fucking. You will not believe what oh my.
Let me ask you this: if TikTok were to go away, do you think Instagram and YouTube Shorts change the length of video that's allowed to be posted there? Because 60 seconds is
nuts.
nothing.
That's a good question.
And you can't put anything in a 60.
It would be insane that they waited for that to happen. Like, do they not understand that if they just extended YouTube Shorts like their allowance, I would just put our fucking trivias on there.
Well,
all of my YouTube channels, like, it's such a bitch trying to take something from that's really should be a minute 42. Then it's like I gotta remake it.
I don't think they want shorts. Like, because if they go to like what would you set the limit? 3?
I think 3 minutes.
Because once you get to 3, then you can start looking at like just very short, long form videos.
Yeah, but it's still only showing this way. They don't let you do thumbnails, which like is a huge like you're not gonna spend a ton of time on something where you can't even put a thumbnail on it.
I think they want this is my thought process. My belief is YouTube wants to be closer to TV, which we know because YouTube TV, than they want to be to the social. Right? We just said social sucks, so they want to be. So Sean was just telling me how he was showing his daughter our YouTube video, and she was like, "You know that guy," which is kind of like if I knew someone who
How
knew
old is his
someone.
daughter?
I don't know. 6 probably. It's not. I'm cool. Like she.
Oh, don't worry. That was never the thought.
Like she would never. She doesn't actually know who I am, but because she was watching on a big screen, it instantly made it cool. And so I think that's where YouTube's going. They're trying to be television network. Like put YouTube on your television, watch it on your computer. I don't think they want to be mobile. You can obviously have access mobile, but I don't think they want that.
Funny enough, I actually do think like by them making it 60 seconds, it actually makes the content that's on there more intentional than like just throwing something up there.
Exactly.
Like, my friend used to have TikTok and he got rid of it. And actually, he's the only person now I know who uses Shorts.
Yeah.
And like the more I've been thinking about it, it's like that's because he has horrible ADHD and he's actually getting like real content instead of just like every 3 seconds he keeps swiping because of TikTok. Like, how many TikToks do you actually stay on and watch?
Yeah.
Because they're just like everyone just throwing everything out there because it can be whatever you want it to be. Like, it has no.
I just selfishly want it to be a longer upload time.
Yeah, for
but
my
why?
personal, I
but
want
why?
it to be longer.
Because
why does that make it easier?
Because
doesn't
you
make
don't
it
have
easier
to edit anything
because
more
we have
precise.
really successful long form vertical content that doesn't fit on any of those platforms.
Same.
On what But
our trivias are like 7 minutes long. They don't fit on YouTube or as vertical clips.
Right, but they fit as long form. Isn't that what you want? Is the long form YouTube stuff?
I would like to put them on shorts too.
Why?
Because
same content.
Yeah, individual.
Well, also, he puts like 3 trivias into one long form YouTube versus he could do
Right.
each one on its own as a clip out as a YouTube short. Like, I think that would be
I
successful.
I actually would more like to be able to do this on IG as reels because I think that has more explosive growth awareness to it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was gonna ask why.
Because like we can't put them on
hasn't-
like reels.
Right,
It only
why?
shows up as like a video and won't get
Yeah.
us like organic
Yeah,
reach
yeah.
really. So they just sit at like whatever our follower base is.
Yeah, and you can't
Because it
part
needs to be
one,
90
part
seconds.
2, part 3.
Yeah, no, we're not doing
wouldn't
that.
work.
So like that's why. And even like Facebook Reels too, which is like a really good place for organic reach right now. Again, 90 seconds. So like if those were all expanded, we can put our best content on there. It's just low hanging fruit for us, but it's not there. So it's like
Yeah,
piss me off, man.
yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. I do wonder what like the massive movement of culture, like what the effect would be on culture because TikTok is just so rabid right now. Like I just don't think people would be. I think IG Reels would see a huge spike. I don't think YouTube Shorts really would. I don't know where else the eyeballs would go.
I think TikTok. I think honestly, TikTok culture and influence has died down though recently. Like I think it's back to Instagram. What's the last like mega thing you saw from TikTok that crossed onto a new platform? Like Sketch.
I don't know, but I think TikTok has become something like, for instance, if I'm looking for something to do in like New York now, I think TikTok would give me far better advice than other platforms.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like best
search,
happy hour in
yeah.
New York or whatever, like I'm gonna have to fucking go through all like the bullshit sponsor ones like this Great Bar in Midtown. I'm like, okay, this is not real kind of shit, and get to like the actual good stuff. But that's opposed to like going on Google and being like best happy hours. It's gonna show me like Yelp ratings. I'm like, fam.
We're literally planning our honeymoon via TikTok. Like,
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like you'll be able to
entire
find
thing is
it has it all there in like 60 seconds, clips of what it looks
and
like.
it really like splits it for you between like budget, even budgetary. Like,
Budget.
It really does it well for you.
And you
It's
can
like,
kind of tell whether or not it'll be your vibe from the creator too. You're like, I like
100%.
this creator. He's like cool. Like I probably trust his
How
opinion. on
long
this.
are those videos typically? I feel like those
90
don't,
seconds maybe?
Yeah.
60 seconds?
So that is where I could see YouTube Shorts.
Okay. So this is a good point because
right?
like the other
SEO
day,
tied even into Google.
I think the SEO, I think the how-to, and this is how I've always thought about YouTube is like the how-to version of YouTube is like so fucking strong. Where
crazy.
And now I find myself like if I'm in the kitchen, I'm like how to watch a cast iron skillet or whatever, and I put that on YouTube. I'm like I'm not watching the 8-minute version anymore.
Right,
I'm watching
right.
the 60-second YouTube short of it.
Yes.
So I think in terms of like teaching people and the how-to content, that's actually awesome for YouTube.
Well, type in the Google bar right now how to wash an apple.
Put it in your mouth and bite it.
Bold prediction, like you see all that blank space over there?
On the right?
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't that just be like 4 YouTube shorts?
Yeah, it's
or
just shorts, yeah.
right?
You
Of
just
like
scroll
how to wash an apple and it's the video version of it.
oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and
I'm all in. Yeah, no, that's
Well, actually click videos. See, like
that's so not native. Yeah, it's all awful.
right, but it is a short. It's literally a short is the
Yeah,
first
and
result
if you
now.
Google it mobile, that's the first thing that pops
Right,
up. I
okay.
didn't have to click on videos.
So like this is what I'm saying about like how I feel like if you could put a thumbnail here, even though you knew it was short, like I would
Yeah.
more likely click on it. Like this. Just
Wait,
looks
you
like,
know you can put a thumbnail on YouTube Shorts now.
You have to do it. You can upload it through. You've always been able to. If you upload it through your phone, you can go on desktop and put a thumbnail on it.
You can do it on your phone.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. You can definitely put
Will's
thumbnails
mind
on
is
them.
blown.
You have to have a certain amount of subs, maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Sheesh.
But the thing about YouTube.
So you learn thing. Wait, I am curious. A vegetable brush and tap water. Not a
Wait.
fruit's I mean, apple's a fruit, right?
You don't own a
See, this is what I'm saying. Like,
What's a vegetable brush?
to wash fruit. and
see, you need
vegetables.
I need a 45-second video. So like, rather than having to read what's a vegetable brush and then figure that out, it just the person just has that within the first 3
I
seconds,
think
kind of thing.
use that white space, Google. Send me 10%.
All right, I think I'm all in on YouTube Shorts. I'm back. I'm fucking back in on short form.